Hi everybody, welcome to the show. Welcome back to my channel. This is Raising A to Z. It is a YouTube channel all about homeschooling. My name is Amanda. I am a teacher turned homeschool mom. And today I'm talking about what we're doing this December in terms of homeschooling. Because I think a lot of people have plans and they have expectations. It's Christmas, basically. That's my thoughts. And it is my favorite time of year. So what are we doing for December? If you have been following me for a while, you know that we don't homeschool in December. And that surprises a lot of people. We don't do curriculum or workbooks or any of that kind of stuff in December. We have other things that we do instead. I'm going to tell you what our plans for December are, what we're going to be doing, and how it's still going to be fun and educational, but also give us a lot of time to build excitement and magic and enjoy this festive season. But before I do that, why don't you go down and subscribe and then click the bell to get notifications. That way you know when I put out a new video, because you're definitely going to want to see more amazing content all about homeschooling. That's why you're here. What do we do during December? We don't do our workbooks. Now, typically what we do is we do unit studies, and we do them in kind of like a 1 month block. September, October, November. We got a little bit, usually by the end of the month, our unit is done, and then we're starting into the next month at the beginning, the next unit at the beginning of the month. But unfortunately we got sick. Zoe got a really, really bad ear infection, and was very, very sick for about a week in October. And so we kind of got out of sync. So we didn't finish all of our lessons in October. They kind of dragged into November. And so basically this first week of December, we're wrapping up. We're just finishing off the units that we had. And it works out really nicely that our unit that we're just finishing up is cooking and baking. So we can kind of pull those things into December and use that in our Christmas prep. So we talk about baking cookies and stuff and making some traditional things that we make every year. And it's part of their unit study, but it's also getting into Christmas. But yeah, so we kind of use this month, these couple weeks to finish off anything that we haven't finished already, which kind of is nice. It's like a little bit of a buffer. But in terms of doing like math or like our phonics or our grammar, kind of take a break from that. And actually it worked out really well because Alexi finished up her grammar book. So she'll be starting the next grade of grammar. So we'll just like take a break. She'll start it all fresh in January, and we'll just kind of go from there. So that's workbook wise what we're going to be doing. We're still going to be doing our morning basket. This is our first year doing a morning basket, and it has been such a game changer for us. If you need more information on morning baskets, because you're thinking for the new year, link up here to how we've been doing a morning basket. It has been glorious. It has really, really helped us kind of like kickstart our day. It gets us all on the same page as to what's happening. We do our calendar time and some reading and some different activities. And my kids have been loving it. So we're going to keep doing it. We're going to kind of like, I'm going to change the morning basket out. So we'll probably be doing, instead of doing like our unit study, I'm going to fill it with some Christmas books, and we'll read a Christmas story in the morning. I have a couple different like Christmas activities that I can put in there. And so something for the kids to do in the mornings that, like word searches and crossword puzzles and stuff, things like that are all Christmas themed. It just kind of lets us get started on our day, really. So yeah, we're going to definitely continue our morning basket. We haven't done that before. Like I said, this is our first year doing a morning basket, but the benefits of the morning basket have just been so strong that we're going to keep doing it because it's just amazing. So we're going to do our morning basket. That's kind of going to be our only structured learning time. My kids like it. It's already built into the routine, so we're just going to keep going with it. Like I said, I'm going to make it festive, so it'll just be a nice festive way to start the day. What else do we do during December? We read a lot of books. So not only are there books in our morning basket, I also do books under the Christmas tree. So I do 24 books under the tree. They're all Christmas stories. I wrap them up, put them under the tree, and then the kids, they alternate who gets to pick. And they pull a book out and we read that book for the day. So we read a lot of books. We read at least 24 picture books, if not more, especially now that we're doing a morning basket. So we'll do some books in the morning, and then we'll also do picture books at night before bed. And that is on top of anything else they want to read during the day. So we do a lot of reading during December. A lot of reading. It is fantastic. If you are looking for some Christmas book suggestions, link up here. These are books that I consider some of the best Christmas books you can buy. So here you go. And speaking of video links, we will also be doing Advent activities. So every day we will be doing an activity that will get us into the spirit. Sometimes they're little activities like making paper snowflakes or drawing a picture. Sometimes they are big activities like going to a concert, decorating cookies, things like that. So I have all of those figured out already. If you need some ideas, I'm also going to put a link up here for that. Here are some of our favorites. We're going to do those. And that's one of the reasons why we take December off, is because December is so busy and there's so many things to be done in December that you don't have to do any other time of year. Like no other time of year do you have 40 presents to wrap. By the time you wrap everything that like family and extended family and coaches and like that's a lot of presents to wrap. That takes like a whole afternoon. So we get to do that with our kids. And so they get to like, that's one of our activities is we're going to wrap presents. We get to go to their extra Christmas concerts or, go and do the fun things that we, never get to do because it's just not a thing that you can do, like drive around and see the lights. So we give ourselves these moments where we can enjoy all the things that happen in the season that only happen during December. And we give ourselves permission to enjoy them and to rest because we've already kind of planned out the rest of my year that I don't need to do everything. We're only one person. I'm only one person. My kids are also only one person each. Like they can't be everywhere and do everything. And the number of kids that I've seen when I was teaching that were just coming to school exhausted because they had this concert or that concert or they had this Christmas party or whatever, and then coming to school the next day just zonked, like they weren't learning anything. So we're giving ourselves permission to rest and enjoy the season and do all the other learning things that are happening. So we're still learning through our reading, we're still learning through our like baking cookies, and we're still working on our writing when we write letters to Santa. We're still working on all these things. It's just not necessarily the same level of not the same level of academics, but we're still working on all those things. Yeah, we get to enjoy those things. Normally, during December, we just focus on doing our 24 books under the tree. We focus on doing our 24 Advent calendar activities. This year, we're not going to. I discussed it with the children and with my husband, and we've made some decisions. So typically, because of the way Christmas falls, most school boards in our area or that we know of are ending their school year on the 23rd. Like they're ending their school on the 23rd. And then Christmas is on the Saturday. The Friday is the 23rd. Saturday is Christmas Eve. My husband, who works as a teacher, his school board is ending the week before. So basically he has a whole week off before Christmas. And most school boards don't. And so it kind of gave us this weird little window of opportunity to take advantage of. And so we booked ourselves a vacation. We're going to go and spend that week before Christmas in Florida. We've got tickets to Disney. We have a nice hotel that has a water park, and we got a really good deal because it's technically not their like Christmas season yet, because like I said, most schools are not letting out until the 23rd. So we're getting a pretty decent deal for December. So we decided to do it. We wanted to go to Disney anyway. Our plan was to do it within the next year. So this was kind of when we realized this, we kind of took advantage. So we made a comment with the kids that we are not going to be doing 24 Advent activities and 24 books under the tree. We will do activities until we leave. And then we're basically gone until the 23rd, and then we wake up and it's Christmas Eve. So I said, I will do activities until then, which I think is like 15 or 16 activities, and 15 or 16 books will go under the Christmas tree. But that's it. Like I'm not lugging Christmas books with us. Last year we did go to Great Wolf Lodge for a weekend, and I did bring the Christmas books that we were missing with us, but it was only 2 books. You know what I mean? I'm not bringing a week's worth of picture books, especially when we're trying to just do carry-ons. That's what we're going to do. I promised them that we're not doing anything extra. So going to Disney and going to Florida is going to be extra enough. There's not going to be time to do any Advent activities during that time. So we're just going to take it as a little family time and a little break. And we're going to have fun. I am going to bring chapter books with us. I have a couple Christmas novels that I'm going to bring. 2 novels. One is really short. But I'm going to bring them because it's just a great thing for us to do in the airport instead of watching a show or whatever. So my kids love when we bring books when we travel. I've done this over the summer and stuff when we travel, and I read aloud to them. So I will bring a couple chapter books, something that we can, like, if we're sitting in the airport for an hour, I can sit down and read to them and they can enjoy a story while we're waiting for a plane or whatever. So I will bring some chapter books, but I'm not bringing a whole bunch of picture books. And I'm going to see if I can even bring the chapter books and stuff like on my phone instead of in physical copies. I've also explained to our kids that they're not getting a lot of gifts this year because we're going to Disney. Santa will come, but in terms of gifts for mommy and daddy, there's not going to be very many because we're going to Disney, and they're very excited about that. And then we're coming back just before Christmas, and we will have so much fun while we're gone. I already know that. And then it'll be Christmas Eve. And we're going to do the Christmas Eve things of church service and things like that. And then the week after, we have a lot of family that comes to visit. So we focus that week after Christmas on family. My sister comes up from out of town. My husband has a lot of family who comes from down south in Southern Ontario, or they have family even more north than we are. They come down. And so we spend about a week just doing family things. And then it'll be January, New Year's Eve, and we'll be getting back into the swing of things, back into our regular homeschooling routine. And so, yeah, that's our plan for December. We're going to do lots of reading, some activities, traditions that we love, going on a little vacation, and doing a whole lot of life learning while it's happening. So that's our plan, and I'm really excited for it. I'm super excited for it, actually. It's gonna be so much fun. I'm never going to feel guilty about taking December off because we just get so much life learning and so much fun that happens in the month that, to me, it's worth it. Thank you so much for watching. If you like this video, make sure you subscribe and click the bell. And then you also want to follow me on Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok so you can follow along and see what books we're reading, what traditions we're doing, and if we see Santa while we're at Disney. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next week. Bye.